Peter Obi can never win Tinubu, even in a free and fair election. Even if they say they do the election very free and fair, Peter Obi can never win Tinubu.
That is arrant nonsense from Gege. Yes, I saw this video about 2 days ago. I didn't really want to say anything about it, but when I give it a second thought, I realized the negative impact, the psychological influence this video will have on so many gullible Nigerians, going by the kind of followership people like Gege has. So I just have to do this video. You see what Gege said here? Gege is very wrong. How can you say Peter Obi cannot defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu even if the election is made free, fair and transparent? Why would you say such nonsense? In 2023 presidential election that brought Bola Ahmed Tinubu into power, Peter Obi won the election, and the world knows this for a fact. Peter Obi defeated Bola Ahmed Tinubu squarely. Even in Lagos, he defeated him in every part of the nation, and he did won that election. If not that we have a fraudulent system of government that enable criminality, how would Bola Ahmed Tinubu have emerged? But for Gege to come out to be saying this rubbish is so painful. But what can I really say? You know, Nigerians don't give relevance to things that directly affects their life. That is why people like Gege enjoy so many followership online. You are saying Peter Obi does not have a structure, he does not have this, and this is what you are basing your word on. This was the same nonsense they were saying prior to 2023 election, saying Labour Party cannot have a leeway, Peter Obi cannot win because he does not have structure. But having saw that election the way it went, what did you have to say only for you to come out and be saying this gibberish? Peter Obi won the election, and the biggest structure today any politician would have is the social media. There is no structure that is bigger than the social media, and in every nation of the world they campaign through the social media. Let me tell you, the structure Gege is talking about and the structure some politicians were talking about prior to 2023 were criminally established structures that enable politicians to steal the ballot and run away with it. That is the structure they are talking about, and that is exactly the structure Peter Obi does not need. Yes, Peter Obi does not need such structure. And when you talk about free and fair election, it means snatching of ballots will not be involved, and that is why Nigerians were clamoring for electoral transmission of results from polling unit to IREP. Why did you not add your voice, Gege? Why were you not on that protest? At least if you were not able to go to Abuja, you would have added your voice online since you have huge followership. But instead you never did, only for you to be psychologically trying to talk down on Nigerians that have their trust on the candidacy of Peter Obi. This is the reason I'm doing this video, because of that psychological effect this video will have on Nigerians. It is not true that Peter Obi cannot win Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I can beat Bola Ahmed Tinubu to any election, and any Nigerian can beat Bola Ahmed Tinubu to any election. A man that only believes in election rigging, who can he really win? Now you tell me, he has bought more than 30 governors in the state, all the senators, all the House of Rep members, yet they won't stand opposition seeing them gathered anywhere. They are attacking every opposition. If he so much believes in himself, why they attacking on opposition parties? Why? Even with all the governors, all the police, INEC in his pocket, yet he is still scared. And you are saying Peter Obi cannot beat Bola Ahmed Tinubu even if the election is free and fair. Gege, abeg, wake up from this rubbish you are saying. You are so wrong, man. This is so wrong. Stop deceiving Nigerians with all this kind of word. It is those gullible Nigerians that are following you people that I blame. Things that affect Nigerians directly, matters of nation building, Nigerians don't give it priority. But instead, they are looking for big ears, big boobs, things that means nothing, that contribute nothing to their life. Things that shaping your life, things that dictate the kind of life you will live is about government. But Nigerians don't make this a priority. It is about prayer ground, religion, big nyash, porn, nonsense things. I pity this generation.